go. Yeah, it's still on.
Yeah, don't point it yourself. Right, here.
Yep.
So we're just going to, you like there's these wellies and that, so we're just bringing them back. Don't hold it like that, just hold it side. Hold it hanging like that, that's it. We're just bringing this, he lent us the wellies and that, didn't he?
Yeah.
We need to bring them back and pick up the engine. Oh, there's a note on the door.
Oh, it's been there the past couple of days, mate. It's just about parcels.
No answer. He knows we're leaving today. He knows we need to pick up his engine as well.
Yeah.
So will that be on camera?
Yeah, he'll be on the ring video doorbell camera.
We just come and pick up the engine before we leave Grins back up north. Thought you knew this. You're just wondering what's going on. You seem to be avoiding me because I'm pointing out some problems with the van. No. You alright? Andy? Got your, what are they called then?
Waders.
Waders. What are your waders back, mate?
Oh, thank you very much.
There's one of the quick things come off that's inside the welly.
Oh, right, okay.
How's the engine coming along?
Well, I'll show you. This is the status of play at the moment.
Your dad phoned me by the way and said I was having being an arsehole with you and shouting at you.
No, I didn't tell him that.
Oh, well, he was shouting at me.
I think he was watching you from the quay with the sails.
Yeah, and I know.
And he said to like we said to you the other day, when you will put sails up, we'll help you do it.
Yeah, but I know how to do it anyway. I don't need help. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so you see they're ordered Wednesday.
I didn't even put the sails completely up. I only half put them up just to unwind it a little bit, make sure it was all right. Taking photographs if there was any damage. And as far as the other sail, that's got holes in it as well, mate.
I guarantee you that
it really has. I've got photographs, mate.
So the order was placed.
I'll email you the photos. Yeah?
Email me the photos.
What it is, I think it's, you know, when bugs and that, when you get in, and they nest overnight, because there was loads of little, like, eggs and stuff like that from spiders and wasps and stuff like that. It'll be them that are chewing the little tiny holes in the thing, but honestly it's lathered in it. Why would I want to lie to you?
No.
I'm not lying to you, mate. Why would I want to?
I mean,
at the end of the day, I paid you for a working boat, and the boat's not, I can't say
it's fine, mate. There's nothing wrong with it. So there you go, the order was placed, right? That's the state of play.
Yeah, but it's not come yet.
So it's not come yet.
I thought it was fair with them.
Yeah, well, no, that's exactly what I showed you. And that's today on the track package. You can see the every number.
It's not come yet then.
So it's not, and that was Friday. I mean, that was ordered Wednesday, and that was supposed to be next day delivery.
Cool. So I'm back in about a week and a half, 2
Right.
weeks absolute maximum.
Right.
Because my pals off holiday then, you know.
Yeah.
But they want to move the boat before then anyway. But,
Yep.
So they're going to give us a boat, and I'll probably come down near the mate and move it ourselves, like, if they want to move it.
Yeah.
If I'm in a difficult situation, I'll get them to move it.
Right.
So will that engine be ready? That engine should be ready.
That'll be
then
ready.
for next time.
It'll be definitely ready.
Yeah.
And
Listen, that boat is absolutely fine. The engine's all right. I like
Yeah.
the engine. Yeah, there's a bit of tweaking needed to be done, like tightening the belts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There is a very, very slight link with the pipes going into where the jets are. But they'll probably just need taking off, cleaning up, putting back on. It won't be a big deal.
Whereabouts?
It's just really slightly. Do you know where the fuel pipes go into the jets
Right.
themselves?
You mean the injector pipes?
The injector pipes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just. They just need loosening up, cleaning up, retightening.
Well, when it was,
you know, things are well, like you say, no big deal. But the fact of the matter is, the sales are knackered.
I mean, to be honest with you, and I'll be 100% straight with you,
Yeah.
the sales were up less than 2 months ago,
Yeah.
and they were being used, and it was sales.
Mate, I haven't got holes in them.
No,
Just
I
to be
mean,
a pisser.
no,
Why
I
would I
know.
want to do
I'm
that?
not
Why
saying
would
you
I
have.
want to do that?
I'm not saying you have. However,
Of course I haven't. I've unravelled it. It's all on camera, me unravelling them. Taking photographs, having a look, making sure everything's alright. There's
Like,
about 20 holes in the main sail.
the main
Honestly.
the problem we've got is right is that the boat was fine. You know, we said if we would have put the sails up with you, I wouldn't have had any qualms. But the fact that you put the sails up on your own,
Oh, come on, your dad's been watching me from the shoreline, mate.
it wasn't just my dad. I had 3 phone calls today from people saying, "What the fuck are you doing with your boat?" And I said, "It's not my boat anymore."
Why are they saying that?
Because the wind was in the wrong direction and the sails were slapping into the shrouds, and they were like, "What are you doing?" I said, "It's not my boat anymore."
Yeah, they slapped into the shrouds for about literally a minute.
And
Because in it, I was trying to pull it out and then took the wind. It was literally, it got caught on the wire for about a minute. That was all.
But
you know what I mean?
the
That's no big deal, is
the
it?
boat, when you put sails up, you should always have,
Be
no matter
floating.
what, you should be in head to wind.
Yeah.
And the fact that the boat was on the bottom as well, that's then put extra stress on everything.
Yeah. But,
It's just not the done thing.
yeah.
Right.
Well, I needed to examine them before I left, and that's what I did.
Well,
right, so as
I have
your dad
right,
got really, really angry with me.
as a matter, as a measure of goodwill.
Because I was looking at the sales. It's
As a
like,
measure-
hold on a minute, I've just spent
I
£6
will-
grand on this boat.
Yeah.
Why aren't I allowed? Why is your dad
But-
throwing me up, giving me shit about looking at examining the sales?
At the same time,
You know.
it was sold
It was a bit-
on end of season condition, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you did say that.
And
it was end of
also,
season condition.
We said it
but-
was end of season condition, so at the end of every season, you take the sails off, you examine them,
Yeah.
you tidy them up,
Yeah.
do whatever needs doing.
Yeah, I get that.
And
mate.
Jekyll's
I
a
get,
rock-
I get
Jekyll's
that,
a-
but you sold that boat to me and told me that I could sail it away tomorrow
And
if I
you could
wanted
do.
to, and it's got holes in the sail,
I
so
guarantee
I wouldn't
you-
want to risk.
I guarantee you
I
that
wouldn't wanna
those
risk it.
sails are fine, and they were valeted by Jekyll's last year.
Yeah.
And they're valeted. When they valet
Right,
them,
why
what they
did
do
you-
is
why-
they clean them.
Listen, you got my permission to go and examine them for yourself when it's the right day for you. Okay?
That's fine.
That's no problem.
But
Yeah.
the problem, if what I'm saying is, if I would have put the sails up with you
Yeah.
and found the holes, then I could say
Come on, mate.
Yeah.
You're not in a fit state to put the sails up with me.
no.
You know that.
But if I would have been over there with Dad and put the
Yeah,
sails up with
yeah,
you,
yeah.
I'd hold my hands up. But the
Right.
problem is, because I've had
Right.
everyone ringing me today,
Yeah.
and
You should give them my number.
You
But
know.
then again, I've busted bloody phone, so.
I know, and I'm not being funny, but because they've been put up without, either me or Dad being there
Oh, come on.
to witness what's been going on,
Come
we
on.
don't know, and plus the fact that
Come on, please. Don't do that to me.
I'm not- no,
Please do not
just-
do that to
just
me. You
please
are
just hear
calling
me
me a
out.
liar.
No, I'm not
No,
calling you a
are,
liar.
mate.
I'm not calling you a liar.
You
but
are.
the problem is, I've got is like I've had
Right.
a lot of people to me say, what's going on with your boat, and sending me pictures of the sails half up and
Yeah,
sort of
half up.
shredding themselves.
Half up. No, there wasn't shredding themselves.
But it was
There weren't.
the wind was unsuitable, and it was in the
Yeah.
wrong direction to put
I
them up.
know. But I only had today to examine them.
Yeah.
So I examined them today while the tide was out. And then by the time I got round to the second one, I thought, shit, I can't even pull it up because we're now sat on the floor. And I'm not stupid. You just said to
Yeah.
me that you shouldn't put them up when you're sat on the floor. It gives stress. I knew that already. That's why I didn't put the sail
No,
up.
but-
That's why I just pulled it up a little bit so I could get underneath
But
it and have a look. And
I
then rolled
didn't-
it back up, tied it all back
I got a
up. it's all
picture of the
secure and
sails
fine.
being pulled up and
Yeah.
the halyards still being tied to the shrouds
Yeah,
to stop
Yeah.
them flapping.
yeah, yeah.
And they were saying you're yanking on the rope trying to pull the sail up,
yeah.
and you could see
Yeah,
the shroud
just
bending inwards.
Yeah, just to see if the
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I get it.
what
I
you
get
said
it.
about the
I get it.
everything
I just
being-
needed it pulled up just a tiny bit so I could get the sail open and get inside.
But
you
what
know
I
mean?
have, I've got somewhere in
Yeah.
the shed. I might have some
I
spare
think you've just
spare
been sent the
sails.
worst pictures, haven't you?
But somewhere in the shed, I might have some spare sails, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, I will look for those,
Yeah.
but you know, as it stands, you know, the boat was reduced by £1,000 from the price.
That's right, yeah.
To take into account that it's end of season.
Yeah.
And
right,
you know, if I would have waited,
I'm happy with the boat. It's just the sales. That's
yeah,
it.
I know.
You know what I mean? I'm
but
perfectly happy with it, mate.
the sales were validated last year by Jekyll's.
Yeah.
And you know, but when they validate them, they inspect them and they fix any sort of defects in the sails.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Do you think they could be fixed then? Because there's about 20 holes, like minute holes. Well, they're not. They're just like bug holes that bugs are chewed through. You know what I mean? They've had a little gnaw on them.
If they're microscopic holes,
looks like stars.
If they're microscopic
no,
holes,
they're not microscopic.
So like, are they bigger than, for example?
They're sort of like fag burn. You know, like say if you burn a fag into a bit of cloth.
Yeah.
About half the size of a fag burn. That's sort of what they look like. You know
Well,
what I mean? So not all of them. Some of them are a bit smaller.
To my knowledge, you know, like that's the main
sail.
sail.
The hole is about that big, about 3 mil, 4 mil.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't even say that's an issue, and I don't think a sail maker would say that's an issue either, at all. And I would.
It looks like you're looking up at the stars when you get
I mean,
underneath.
you might find that there's stitching lines as well that you're looking at.
No.
Up.
Oh, come on, I'm not daft. Whoa,
but you know,
please give me some credit.
I know, but what I'm saying is that you know, I mean, I've got photos from less than 3 months ago with those sails up, and they're perfect. I've shown you the videos of the sails up. And perfect.
The big sail wasn't catching on nothing when I got that, when I started unravelling that. But like I say, I didn't put it up at all. I just let it blow so the wind could catch it, so I could get my head in and see if there's any stars, any star constellations, and there was.
I mean, you're bound to get on any boat. I mean, not if it was a £25,000 boat, I'd understand if you know you wanted a crisp, fresh set of sails. Yeah. You know, but it's a and it's a £6,000 boat. I mean, realistically, it's more than that. It's probably an £8,000 boat, and you know, the tender. I mean, I've been offered more, £2,000 plus for it on its own. So I mean, I tried to do. The reason I done it at that price was, you know, to reflect the certain things on the, you know, the fact that it needs a scrape, it needs a little few jobs here and there.
I get that, mate.
And then I knocked a bit off because I need it to go. Because otherwise I'm going to have to, you know, carry on looking after it, and I can't expect my 75-year-old dad to look after it. Although he's fit as a fiddle, it's not fair on him.
I can imagine. I can see why your dad was getting a bit pissed off, because he put his heart and soul into it, and there's someone there that he thinks don't know what the hell's going on, and I'm a bit of a cowboy and all this. I get that, all that.
Well, the guy.
At the end of the day, only had to go to examine.
No, I mean the guy the local builder guy. I don't know if you called Tret. He's got the local building company. He does all the jobs around the world. He rung Tris. Tris didn't answer. Tris is the deputy harbour master.
Right.
And then he rung Dad, because my brother-in-law, they're all three of them are good mates. He rung Dad and George, my brother-in-law, and said, you know, what the fuck is going on down there?
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to open your cells until you get out. You know,
and
get out to sea, mate.
He said, tell him it's in the wind's in the wrong bloody tell Ben the wind's in the wrong bloody direction. He's a fucking idiot, whatever he's doing. And Dad said, it's not him.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, what's going on? He said, he sold it. He was like, oh, for fuck's sake. He was like, And
I wouldn't have even done it. It was the last day, and I just had to have a look.
But no, mate.
If you buy a new car, you're not going to have a look underneath it before you leave here. You know.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, if it was the first, if you'd looked at them the first day, got them out.
On top of that, the radio doesn't work. So
the radio
itself doesn't work now.
Should do.
It doesn't, does it?
Unless it just
doesn't work.
Unless it just. But that wasn't actually in the advert.
Right. So I know. But like what I did, I turned that on.
Because I was actually going to take the radio out, but I just couldn't be bothered.
I think what that is, because I looked at the back of it, and the wire going into the back has been bodged up. I think your dad might have fixed it or something like that.
No, what it was is the aerial is just a normal aerial, and that's the aerial that's on the pulpit. You know, the rail at the back. That aerial there is for that. So it might just have lost a connection in there.
No, I'm an electrician as well, mate. I'm a mechanic. I'm an engineer. I know all sorts of shit. So like when I'm looking at that, what's happened is the wire has come out of the back of the plug that you plug
so perhaps it's just pulled out then.
So
it might have it could have even vibrated out.
And it has been like
Yeah.
You know, like someone's used a glue gun to put it back in and then seal it up.
Well, that
So I
actual
think it's just a
aerial,
cable.
that actual aerial wire there, the one that goes into the back of there,
Yeah.
was there because there wasn't a stereo in there which didn't work, and I put that Bluetooth stereo in.
Yeah.
So I just plugged it in, and it worked. But then, to be honest with you, I never really used it on the radio. I used it from the phone.
Yeah, it works with the Bluetooth. and
Yeah.
that, yeah.
So that's
That's
what I was
fine.
doing. And obviously then I used it just as Bluetooth. I never really listened to radio or mainstream news anyway. It crazes the shit out of me. I don't know if it's on you.
Yeah, Radio 1. I like the old stations, where tell stories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Reports. And I like the nice chilled out stuff, a bit of classic music and a bit of jazz and stuff like that. That's what I'm into. Like. I like my punk and rock music, obviously, but when I'm chilling out, relaxing, doing stuff like that on the boat, I like listening to stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like I say, mate, it's not the first time I've worked on boats. I've worked in boatyards and all sorts, doing repairs. Like, so when I get employed to go up my lane to work on a boat, they send me onto the boat, and I make a list of all the things I see wrong with it to go back to the customer. Well, that's just exactly what I've done here with your boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I mean,
and I have got a bit of a list. Don't get me wrong.
right, is this what
there is a bit of a list. All odds and sods jobs, yeah. Well, that's the list.
Yeah.
You know, stuff that needs doing. But desperate, the old desperate needs painting up like before. I mean, that's why I'm going to have to get back here as quick as I can and get that all.
I mean, as you know, I mean, knowing about boats, you know that the anti-foul doesn't actually protect the hull at all. It's porous paint. All it does is propel the growth. It protects it to a degree.
Yeah.
But I mean, at this time of the year, there's hardly any growth anyway, which is the main, you know. So you haven't really got to stress about anti-foul in it. I wouldn't say too much.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean,
yeah, I'm going to give it a few coats of that, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get about 3 or 4 coats in it. Because, like, quite literally, if you look about down the hull and that, you can literally see, like, big shit mark, you know, like off there, where, you know,
where the anti-foul has been flaked away.
Yeah, just like loads of flakes.
Yeah, I mean, it's
quick work, but that's no big deal.
What that probably is just the layers underneath, isn't it, coming off as well as, you know.
Well, what it is as well, to be honest with you, from experience, what it is as well, some people do it themselves and don't do a proper job. They don't scrub it off properly and get right down to the actual paint.
I took that whole hull down to bare fiberglass, and then I used VC epoxy on it, which is what you can see probably in a lot of places is kind of like a blacky colour, a blacky colour coming through. I used VC epoxy on the whole hull, and then I anti-fouled it with 2 or 3 coats of the flag anti-fouling, and then scrape it back and clean it, and basically more or less, you know, you'll never get it all off, you know, and once every 10 years or so, it's good to take it all off. And
start again.
You know, but I mean, I've had the boat now. Well, I haven't. That's not mine anymore. But I've had it since 2017. So
So do the full strip back and
so it's you know, it's coming up to that time where it does need that. But I mean, once you sort of scrape it back, and like I said to you, scrub it. If you use scrape it back and then use a scrubbing brush, proper scrubbing brush underneath there. So take all the flaky off, scrub it, scrape it again, scrub it.
Yeah, I get it.
And you know, and I'm not being funny with you, Andy, at all. You know, but like I say, I know that.
You know, I've told you myself, like, I've never sailed a boat before.
Yeah.
So I don't know about sailing boats, but I'm not daft. I do know that you don't pull the sail full on up.
Can you see my concern?
Absolutely,
like,
mate,
my concern, you know, if we would have put the sail, if you'd have said to me, I want to put sails up, can you tell me how to do it, and the way to do it, how they're tied up, and etc. I'd have said and if then we would have found it, fair enough. But because like I've been, you know, I've had. Also, I've had my mate Dale ringing me up. I've had somebody else ringing me up. I've had Dad and Trish not Trish.
So if you have any more discussions with anybody about the sale thing, you tell them the guy bought it. He had 1 day left, like a couple of hours left. He hadn't seen the sales. He had to. He was desperate to stay.
And that's what all I've told him is I've sold the boat. It's not mine anymore. But you've got to see it from my point of view. The fact that if I'd have put the sales up you and found that, fair enough. But because they were done in such a way that the wind was wrong and all the conditions were wrong to do it, then you know, can you see where I'm coming from?
I can, yeah.
You know, and without being an arsehole, you've got to understand where I'm coming from my point of view on that.
We're all good anyway, Ben.
You
We're
know,
all good, mate. We're all
but
good.
I mean, if you know, so you're off now, are you?
I need to go back. Yeah, that's why I'm twitching now. I've got other jobs to do before I even get back to my place. I've got to go to Lincoln next.
Yeah. So have you been to the Harbour office or?
Motorbike parts and stuff.
Yeah.
I walked up there like, but it was shut.
Yeah, at the weekends they're only open for an hour in the winter.
Yeah. I have handed me forms in and all that kind of.
Oh, you've handed them in.
Yeah.
I'm just doing
I
it.
appreciate you.
Have you give you the sticker and stuff yet? No.
Sticker?
They give you a sticker when you pay up.
No, they didn't. And I paid cash, and they didn't even get a sticker.
What it might
Did
be
they give you a receipt?
what it might be is they might be.
I've got the receipt.
What they might do is because they'll probably put your mooring number on the actual sticker.
Yeah.
So they might be waiting until
Till
they
that
move the mooring and put your mooring number on your sticker. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. Listen, do us a favour. Apologise to your dad for me getting him angry. Yeah, just like, I'd like to be his friend. He seems like a really nice bloke and all that.
Yeah.
But he started shouting and bawling and swearing at me, and I'm like, I ain't even had a go at you, son. All I did was ring him up and say, look, I found holes in the cells.
You see, that's essentially what I said to him.
Yeah.
But I think it wasn't so much that.
Yeah.
It was the fact that he then had everyone else on the phone.
Yeah.
And I had people on the phone.
That's it.
And like,
I had to see the cells before I left. Ben, I'm going to go. I've got a lot of driving to do, mate.
Yeah, no
I'll see
worries.
you go back. Thank you very much for lending me them.
all right, are you going to bring some next time?
Of course I have, yeah.
I'll sort the engine out. And what I'll do is, can I